for the streets so the family could eat. In 93, Wu-Tang Clan dropped the
So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the famed New York Arena here at Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights between these two great warriors. Rose's unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action. Intentions his entrance here. What a ring walk, just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, his adversary fighting out of the red corner.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what to do. Let's touch gloves.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fighter with those great, outstanding physical attributes like tallness and height, reach advantage. You start to think that only one way is the way to go. You got to force yourself to work your way in. I remind myself and I remind my fighter that you can step out and make the taller man give up his height. Walk him into traps.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Way to block there. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. Able to cover up that gut. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Whatever game plan and strategy they may have come in with, Teddy, they may have just thrown it out the window. They're trading blows nonstop in the round one.
Everything's been thrown out the window. Everything in the room is going out the window, and we love it.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move.
Good exchange. He fires back.
Get in there. Let's go. Use your feet.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Rose is resting up after a round in where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, to be accurate, that means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
Just focus on the fight.
Here we go. Round two is underway. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Nice block by Bad Intentions. trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think there's a better athlete.
Wow! Now look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Rose's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then coming back with an uppercut. There it is! A stinging right hand by Rose. So here we are at the end of the round, and this is the only chance these guys get to not throw at each other.
Yeah, this is a break. You know, a lot of times fighters find their own way of taking break during the fight, during the round. These guys really need this minute rest.
Number 3 is underway. Rose's corner is probably wondering what effect the last round's going to have as we start this round. Remember, he was stunned in that last round.
Yeah, he was stunned. He's got to behave like a pro, like a real fighter now. He's got to be able to have a short memory, put that aside, and go out there now and pick up the same way as he had in his mind when he came to this arena. That he's going to be the boss. He's going to be the one leaving here with a W.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. You can see that eye starting to swell up. Do you think it takes time for guys to realize the damage that they've taken on?
You know what? They feel it right away. They feel something, and when it starts getting a little higher, they see it. They see something that's blurring their vision a little bit, something that wasn't there before.
And now the ref gets involved and warns them for headbutting. There it is! Bad Intentions is in a... Holy cow! Oh, and he goes down after that punch.
And it's been long overdue. He's been leaving an opening all night.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
A smart and resourceful uppercut by Rhodes. Oh! That's a crushing right hand by Rhodes. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. 10 seconds to go in this third round. End of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
Teddy, he's completely missing the jab, and when that's not there, oh, you're gonna dug yourself a big hole.
Now that's like saying I want to go swimming. Guess what? There's no water. You need water to swim. You need jab to fight, to set things up.
Rose is doing nicely on the inside. Bad Intentions is just a sitting target here now. I mean, you know where to find him each and every time you come on the attack.
Yeah, he's very predictable. He needs to get on those feet a little bit, start to change his place in that ring.
Rose is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. And there he counters back against his opponent. Bad Intentions is basically doing exactly what we've always seen out of him, and that's after he's been knocked down and affected in this fight.
Yeah, you know, there comes a time you have to make adjustments. That time has come for him.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Oh! Rose's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Rose is in control here. You can just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see, because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Round number 5 has arrived. Rose is coming out here to start this round knowing that all eyes are on him. Remember, he was hurt in that last round, so here he is, a target here early on in this round.
Well, all eyes are going to be on him, but all ears should have been tuned in his corner. He had to hear the right things. I wonder if he did. And the right thing to hear was why you were hurt in that last round. He needs to have that information.
Oh, and there you go. Rose is in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. He's having a much better round here. Early. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
That is my favorite punch there is. A forceful uppercut by Rhodes.
Get in there. Let's go. Don't stay in front.
Great show by these two. What an entertaining bout this has been. Neither man willing to give up an inch and giving everything they've got.
So it's like that old song, whatever you can do, I can do better. That's how they're challenged.
Rose is going to get a point deduction. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Eddie, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them are watching them. They get through, and you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
I don't know how much he really has left since that knockdown. I mean, the punch stat numbers prove it true. He's just not putting forth the offense that he was earlier. The opponent's got to jump all over this opportunity.
Yeah, it's like putting a flag up. I mean, there's a flag up that's saying, hey, come on in. Take over now. This guy is not himself.
He's ready to surrender.
Yes, he is.
That was not well targeted by Rose. A well-placed left hand by Rose. Super hook to the body by Rose. Rose is doing a good job of targeting on the inside. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, can deal with this kind of pace.
The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. There it is! Rose is stunned and he is hurt. Bad Intentions is showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight, this is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And it is
Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He has shown, and there's the bell. Can you believe that? He was saved by the bell. Teddy, you've been in a spot like this before as a trainer.
right now, you know what? What do you spend time on? You want to spend time on telling him why he got in that spot, why he got hit. But first, you got to make sure he revives. You got to get him clear-minded. You got to get his senses back first.
Parries the punch, comes back with the hook. Bad Intentions is being very efficient. Wow! Rose has been stunned. Menacing midsection shot there. Down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And this fight is over. Bad Intentions has got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered. Bad Intentions is your winner by impressive knockout victory.
And he did it just the way he had to. Stayed on the outside and used those quick hands all night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.